How you doing, folks? About a week or two ago, somebody wasn't paying attention when they pulled into a parking spot and kind of nailed my wife's Jetta. And honestly, I thought they were going to total it because it's well, 92. That's a late model to me, but to an insurance company and to most people, that's a pretty old car. It didn't really do a hell of a lot of damage. Smashed up the grill, kind of mashed in this radiator support panel thing, whatever here. Pushed the radiator right out of the cradle and shoved in the condenser as well. This was a brand new radiator, but the guy, he was at fault, and they cut us a check for whatever, you know, they cut us a check, and now we're gonna start tearing it apart. Alright, compressor's aired up, and we'll start over here. Today I'm probably just gonna be ripping stuff apart, as I don't have parts for it, and I won't until Monday. God, I love an impact wrench. Right back here, that's your rear control bushing, control arm bushing. And it's not particularly wasted, it's just awful dry rotted in there and looks like crap. So, we got a bolt right here, a bolt right there, and that'll be the rear control bushing loose, control arm bushing loose, whatever. And we got a bolt up here that'll take the arm loose from the car, and we get in there, yeah, right there. Get that bolt out for the ball joint, and take this nut here for the sway bar link, which actually looks in pretty good shape, but I'm buying the bushings and everything as a kit, so we're just going to throw it all in there, and everything will be nice by the time we're through. Okay, so taking your caliper off, you got a bolt up here. Where am I at? Yeah, bolt right here, and you got another one down here. On this, it's 8mm Allen head bolts. It's generally a similar setup on pretty well anything you work on. I think, what is it, a Ford Explorer, a Ranger, maybe even the F-Series. I think they might have some pins or something that you gotta knock out, but still, it's generally going to be 2 bolts or retainers of some fashion that oh, was I wrong there? It might be a 6. There'll generally be 2 retainers of some sort that you take out, and your caliper comes loose, and they're not rusted to heck, so that's nice. Alright, well, this is going to be forever, and I'm not going to run my batteries down. Alright, there's both bolts out of the caliper, and on this particular one, you're going to jam something up underneath and just kind of work it away and off and all that nonsense. And there's the caliper off, and I gotta find something to tie that up with. Hang on, let's see, can I have my wrench over here? Ow, right on my shin. That was good. Okay, there's the wrench and the impact, and we'll see if she goes. Yep. No problem. My impact wrench will do stuff like that. Just not friggin' lugs on it. Yes, I can. Oh, or can I? Yep, no problem. Okay, right here's your ball joint. And it's kind of a pinch joint. You run that bolt through there and there's a nut on the other side, and it just sort of clamps down on the ball joint stem, whatever you want to call it. And plus there's a groove in the stem that the bolt sort of sits in and keeps it from falling apart. It can be kind of fun sometimes, especially when they've been in there for years like this one has. Well, it moved. Oh, it's still tight and the boot's still good, so I'm going to use it. I'm not just going to throw money at the thing. Okay, that's out. And it seems like the sway bar decided to hang on. But now the everything's loose there, and you don't have to mess with your tie rod or anything. So next, we go to the front of the control arm. Set the angle here, and my battery's about dead, so take that bolt out. Well, we'll get to it in a minute here. Okay, and we got two more back here. We got a 13 holding this strap. I guess it's some sort of, oh, looks like it's a sway bar bracket type of thing, and the bushing is wrecked in there. And then we have a 19 millimeter right here, and then the control arm ought to drop right out as soon as I get this sway bar link to let go. This thing's hanging on like a dog with a bone. And there's the sway bar link, and you might you can see how badly rusted away that thing is. Fortunately, there will be another one of them coming in the kit that I'm getting, and you know, it's not looking the greatest. So once I get the kit, I can chuck this thing right in the woods or in my scrap pile or whatever. I don't going around a turn and that thing snapped, boy, you'd probably end up in a ditch, or you'd have to change your pants. That's a semi-decent angle. She's moving already. No problem. Yep, easy peasy. Well, I did nick the inside of this surface a little bit, but I don't believe that'll hurt anything. Okay, well, I forgot to turn the dang camera on. I get rolling sometimes and I forget to film. But here's the other bushing out. Just you'll have this rubber right here sticking out around the outsides. You kind of slice this stuff off any way you can. I mean, you can do it without messing with that, but it's harder. But I'll take and cut all this rubber off that I can, just to make it a little easier, and then stick it in the vise and drive the sucker out, and that's ready to be cleaned up. Maybe I'll even paint it. I don't know how crazy I'll get with it, but I might paint it. But that's ready to have new bushings put in there, and then that'll be, for all intents and purposes, that'll be a brand new control arm going back in there. And I'll do that on the other side. Put new bushings in. Grill, radiator, condenser, rear axle bushings, and with any luck, that shimmy will go away, and we'll have a couple of bucks because somebody was not watching where he was going.